How's it going, everybody? I hope you're having a fantastic day. And I just wanted to bring to people's attention a neat little indie game that has come out recently. It is called The Last Spell. Right now, it's currently only on PC. Via Steam is the main way I know you can get it. It just came out of early access. It was in early access for a little while. And it's really neat. It actually is trying to be different, trying to be unique. And I am all about games that are trying to like kind of meld genres together or create new genres or just be different. And it is very different. So the basics of it is it's a roguelike. So, you're going to lose, you're going to get game over, but there is a degree of persistence because it is a roguelite. It's a roguelite, but is, a roguelike as well. Those words are interchangeable and all this crazy stuff. But anyway, you're going to lose, you're going to fail, but you're going to progress. You're going to get persistence in between runs that keep you going, that make it easier, that get you stronger. You're going to unlock, new features, new abilities, all this stuff. So it definitely is that type of game. So if you do not like games where you're supposed to lose and the game is going to get harder, but in turn you're going to learn and get better and try again and all this, then this might not be the game for you. But if you are like me and you enjoy games that are a little bit challenging and you like kind of like strategy games, which is what this combat is, this is very much like a strategy RPG or a strategy tactical game, then this might be something to interest you. So what's unique about this game? There's a few things. One thing that's unique is you have multiple heroes, I'll just call them heroes, characters, that are going to defend your town. Your town is researching this, you got to protect this guy that's researching the shrine, and, this probably isn't the greatest description, but you just got to protect the town, okay? You got to keep the town safe, keep the people happy, don't get them scared of the zombies that are looming outside, and keep everybody alive. If they get to the center of the town and destroy the well, you lose. It's pretty good. So, as you can see on the screen here, the combat is very much like, a game like Tactics Ogre or Final Fantasy Tactics or insert strategy RPG or strategy game here. You have a limited amount of moves you can do per turn, and you have a limited amount of attacks. Now, as you can see, you can attack multiple times, do multiple skills. On the bottom down there, every skill you do or every move you do has a cost. And once you run out of that cost, you can't do anymore. So initially, stronger skills or better skills are going to take more of your resources. Thus, you can't use them as much. And each skill does have a limit to how many times you can cast it or use it. But you can get pretty creative with how you deal with things or what they do. And it's really neat. I really like the multiple, you can move and then attack and then move and attack. And if you move and you don't like where you moved, as long as you don't attack, you can cancel it and redo it. So it has a lot of things that people in the genre or that are used to games like this would find familiar. What is very unique about it is you are not going through a stage or completing a mission or anything. What you're doing is it's got kind of like that tower defense or horde mode vibe to it. I did really bad with my placement of my guys in this. That person, my melee character, should not have been messed up so bad. But anyway, we don't worry about that. You have basically every night you get attacked by zombies. So, it's got the zombie tropes that everybody loves. Who doesn't love a good zombie game? But these zombies all have different stats, different types, and there's a horde of these. You're not just fighting like 5 or 10. You're fighting like 50 plus on just the first battle, about 50 on just the first run. Each battle, and then they get more, hundreds. And it gets really crazy, especially when you're defending multiple angles, when you're defending from the north, the south, the west. And you got towers and trebuchets that are helping you. And you got 1 to 2 heroes posted at every spot to kind of hold it back. And then you're shuffling people around to make up for the fact that you didn't expect this boss monster to appear over here. Or this really strong, unique zombie to appear. And it really does encourage that micromanaging and that thought and that strategy process, which I enjoy so much from so many games. I like turn-based games. Maybe because I'm old. I'm 33, I'm pretty old. Or maybe because I just like to think and have that chess-like mindset. I don't know. Don't get me wrong, I like RTSs and stuff, but I really enjoy turn-based more because I get to use my brain more, because you're not I got to think quickly. You can take your time, be will that work? Will this work? And it definitely caters to that mindset. And obviously, as you could guess, it's got tons of stats. You got all different kinds of skills for your guys, abilities. You got equipment you can buy from the stores. You get rewards for every wave you beat. You get to pick upgrades for that. So it definitely has the customization and the build variety that you would expect from a type of game like this. You know, there's probably tons of builds out there for how to build out certain characters. The nice thing is, you're not necessarily restricted to a class, per se. When you get a character, they have a few perks that make them unique, and then your job is to build upon and expand on those perks with a wide variety of other perks and abilities to kind of go with it. And I wouldn't say the characters you get are random every start, but they're semi-random because they do have different perks and different little quirks here. But generally when you start a run, you're going to have like a wizard, a magic caster. You're going to have like a semi-pseudo melee, battle mage, or knight character. And then you're going to have like a ranger or a bow using character that's going to be a mainly distance fighter. You do get more than 3 characters eventually in the game. You know, it's not just like you only have 3. But it is really, it's really refreshing, and it feels really good, and the art style's nice, the music's good. It's very intriguing to me, and I wanted to bring it to a lot of you people's attention, you people, as in people that watch like my Tactics Ogre content or other similar videos. This might be a game up your alley, and I know a lot of indie games don't get a lot of love, they don't get a lot of support, they don't get a lot of, like, you know, a lot of people don't know about them. So I wanted to bring it to people's attention, let them know it exists, let them know that it's a game. And if you're liking what you see on screen, you might want to pick it up. It's $25. I wouldn't say that's a bad price. There's a lot of AAA games that I've spent $60, $70 on, and I played for 5 to 10 hours, and I was like, this game is not worth it. So I think $25, I mean, with the cost of food, that's, you know, you want to go out and get food for the night, you know, you and your wife or girlfriend or just you and somebody else, you're going to spend $20 right there, you know, just to go get food, and that's just going to McDonald's or something. So I think getting the game that can provide hours of content is pretty good value for that. And what else this game does too is it has the city building. So there's like kind of like a city management aspect to the game as well, where you got to build structures, reinforce it, build defenses, and all that, and it's really neat. And this right here, what you're looking at is the persistence in the game. You talk to these creatures in these realms, and they give you persistence over things. And here you can see I can unlock more health for my units, more mana. I get more items to appear in my runs. So for rewards, there's new items that will appear as rewards for me when I complete a wave. I'll just call it a wave. And you can unlock shops, different shops to buy, different items in the shops, all kinds of stuff. It's all tied to the permanent progress of the game, and this is something that will help you on future runs or on your current run that'll get you, you know, further ahead. So I really like that. I really like roguelikes that do that and make that an option for you. And when you're in town, you know, after the battle, you get to level up. You got different kinds of perks or attributes to increase. You can re-roll your attributes 2 times every level up, but each time you do it, you get less choices for the level up. So you get 5 stats, 5 attributes to increase. If you reroll once, you go down to 3 or 4. And then if you reroll twice, you go down to like 2. So do keep in mind that rerolling is going to give you less options, but if the things you don't like don't sound good for your build or your experiment, you do have the option to, you know, try some other ones. And let me tell you, there are a lot of stats in this game. If you're a stat min-maxer or you enjoy games that have a lot of theory crafting and just all kinds of stats that do different things, this is really interesting. It's kind of like a action RPG or something along those lines, where there's a lot of stat depth. You know, a lot of just crazy stats. I don't even know. You can see them all kind of on the screen there, and it's a little overwhelming. Some of them have unique names too, like resistance reduction. Like, resistance reduction, wouldn't you just call that, like, armor reduction or something? Or armor penetration? I don't know, just some weird ones. That was one that threw me off there. I think that's the weirdest one. And then I guess resistance, but resistance could mean armor. I don't know, I guess it just depends how you look at it. But yeah, you re-roll it, and you get 3, and then you re-roll it again, and you only get 2. So you do cut yourself down, and it is a little unfortunate there. But hey, that's the price you pay to try to get better stats, you know? And like I said, when you're in the town phase, you build, you reorganize, you set like civilians to work to do certain things to help you. It's really neat. It's a cool little game. And like I said, this video's gone on long enough. If you made it this far, kudos to you. You are a very good person. A lot of people usually get bored with me talking in the first couple minutes. So hey, thank you for getting this far. But I just wanted to bring it to people's attention. I think it's a neat little game. I've been playing it for a while. here and there and got quite a few hours in it, and I just think it's something people should check out if you're interested. And maybe it'll come to, I'm sure it'll come to console eventually. It definitely seems like it would fit right in, you know, like on your Switch or Xbox, PlayStation, whatever, if you don't have a PC and you can't get it. But definitely a breath of fresh air, and I really enjoy like covering or talking about and bringing attention to games that try to be different, you know, try to introduce new mechanics, show you new things, and just kind of merge genres together. And this game does that. It does it very well. It's very fun, it's enjoyable, and I recommend it. So, hey, if you guys have any questions or comments about the game, hey, feel free to drop them down below. Try my best to help you out, answer any questions you have. But I do appreciate you watching the video, making it this far. Thank you so much for just checking out the video and watching it. That means a heck of a lot to me, I'll tell you that. Well, until then, guys, I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching the video. You have a great one, and I will see you later. Peace, guys. Have a good one.